The race to bots is now underway. However, I've run into a bit of a supply issue. The iron reserves are running dry, so I need to find a new patch to mine in. The nearest one is quite a distance away, so I'd better make tracks. And while I'm there, let's build an iron super smelter to make sure this never happens again. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Factorio, more specifically the Factorio Must Grow. In the last episode we finally laid some tracks and got some trains running, and since then I've been a bit busy. I've got myself some plastic, I've got myself some red circuits, I've even increased my output of copper cable, green circuits, and then right the way over here I've got batteries, a new science setup, some more assemblers, more science, and I've even started looking at things like solar panels, accumulators, capacitors, whatever they're called, power poles, and even productivity modules, and of course inserters. And while I was setting up the inserters here, I realized that my gear supply was running low. And when I went to check the gear supply, I realized that my iron plates were running low. So we have a bit of a problem here that needs to be solved. Thankfully, I believe I have the solution. I just need to actually go ahead and do it. So you're going to see me shuffling some stuff around here at the moment because I need to make sure that we do in fact have everything that we need here. Actually, why don't I do this? Do you not go in there? You go in there. Let me put you in there. Hang on. It's one of these things. If I do this and then do this, now you're going to work. And likewise, if I come to this one and do this, now you're going to work. I'm trying to clear lots of space because I need lots of rail. I need lots of power poles. I need signals. Train stuff we can come back to later, but I definitely need lots of solar panels, and I need a lot of mines, and I need some smelters. So that's the next thing actually I wanted to set up, was an electric furnace, because first of all, hey guys, we have access to electric furnaces, and second of all, we really need to sort out this iron problem. So what I was going to do today especially was first of all move that an extra block over. We are going to... Could I actually... Hang on. Let's do this. And what I'm going to do here... Sorry, I'll get to my point in a second, I promise. I'm just really bad at talking, it turns out. So you are perfect for that. So yeah, you're loading in. Nice. I'm then going to pop you... I guess I could just do it there. Like that. I'm not going to put a limit on this one, I don't think. That's the wrong thing, Mark. He says, no, I'm going to do 4. Actually, I'll limit it to 4 stacks. So I need steel, which I can get from this. Like so. And then I also need stone bricks, which I can get from my stone line, which is this one. Please tell me that attack is... not a problem. No, it's not. Good. Sorry, I was talking and then I distracted myself, and I'm very good at that. What was I even saying? I'm sure it was very profound and very good. Yeah, we're running low on everything, really, because iron links to steel, links to gears, links to circuits. So I need to get more iron, and we now have super smelters because I've got the electric furnaces. So I want to take advantage as best I can. I'm just looking to see how's best to do this. And I think... Nope, that's not it. What am I trying to do here, guys? I need to get the top one. So really what I need to do is split it and then bring it down somewhere like this. And then swing it round and bring it back up. That's what I want to... Whoops. That's what I want to do. There we go. Except that now needs to tunnel like that, otherwise the whole thing won't work. Right. So now I can do that. And you should start now producing electric furnaces. So yes, I have... Let's get back on track. I have this big iron ore deposit up here. There are some biters along the way. We may have to deal with them. I'm really bad at it. I've already died a couple of times in this save. But if we can get up to here, we can use electric furnaces to smelt this into iron plates. My plan is to run the tracks up this space here and thread the needle basically between the uranium, the iron and the copper. We're then going to have a iron smelter set up where the iron is. Or I say that, what we're actually going to do is build the mines where the iron is. And then we're going to build a smelter somewhere near to it, possibly above it. And then there'll be a place where it can get loaded onto trains. It might actually end up being below it. I think what we could do is have a line come up this way and then this way. And it will come up here and then this will be where it's all loaded. And then in the future when this iron runs out, we're going to build an unloading station on top of where that was. So that trains will come in with iron ore. It will go through the same smelter setup and it will get loaded onto trains through the same station. We can then set up a similar one for the copper, possibly right next door, and then we'll have our iron and our copper smelted right next to each other. Between episodes, I also went and figured out what the hell was going on with the train logistics. There was stuff. It's very tricky to set up now. I'm sure it used to be easier. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. But yeah, that was a faff as well. I need these and I need these quick. Can I make some? Yes and no. What is actually the hold? Oh, I know what that part of the problem is. I've got stack inserters now and I'm not using them. There we go. I could possibly do the same thing here with these ones. There we are. I need more of those because why not? I've got tons of bullets. I can get rid of some of these assembling machines now. I don't know where my assembler machine thing has gone. I'm also going to fill up on power stuff here. Which is somewhat of a mistake, but never mind. What can I get rid of? I don't need storage tanks right now. Let me put down a storage chest. This could be a mistake because I might forget where this is, but I'm going to put it here because it's the current end of my bus. We're going to pop all of those in there. We're going to get rid of that red for now. Right now I'm going to build everything out of the basic stuff, and then once we get bots, which are not far away actually, we can upgrade everything and make it work. So get rid of these as well. So I've now got, what's that, 66 mining drills. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 400 solar panels, 100 accumulators. I don't need stone furnaces. I don't need pump jacks. I don't technically need all these assembling machines, and I don't need this stuff. I do need gates, walls, and gun turrets, though, so we'll sort that out momentarily. I also don't need that. I do need belts, I do need splitters, and I do need undergrounds. And I might as well take some chests with me as well, because why not? So, grab those, grab those. I've already got these and these. So all I'm waiting for really now is smelters, furnaces, furni. To be honest with these as well, actually no, because then I will need coal. The whole point is to not have to take coal up to the smelter operation right now. But I'm very quickly going to look at belt saturation. How much do I need? I want to try and find the most recent one. Transport belts, there we go. So, yellows. I'm looking at my other monitor here, so if my voice fades out slightly, that's why. Yellows, 15 items per second. I feel like it is 16. You can have 16 things. I can't remember, but reds are 30, and it goes up to blues 45 items per second on both lanes. Single lane items per second. Yeah, okay. There was a thing that said how many to fully... Sorry, guys. I should have looked all this up before I started. Fully saturated. Oops. Right. Does it still take 48 stone furnaces to saturate a yellow belt? That was 3 years ago, so that may have changed. It is 48. I don't have stone furnaces. I have electric furnaces. This is going to be quite expensive on the old power thing as well. 24 electric furnaces, 12 on each side. Okay, so I was wrong. That would have been expensive. So right now... What was it? I said 24. So if I got this up to 48, which is so nearly a thing. What are we waiting for? Steel. Oh, we are out of steel, folks. That is bad. Okay. Let's pretend we have 48 electric furnaces. Where am I going to get steel from? And why has the steel gone? I think steel's just gone because of the iron situation. If I show you the iron situation as well, you'll see what I mean. Because it is quite an issue. And I need to pick up stuff from over here anyway, so it's all good. Including walls and gates. Oh, how many of these do I have? 3. That's actually fine, I think, because I'm only going to have 2 of these up and running for now. Oh, no, I didn't mean to fill up on that. I need to remove some stuff again. Doesn't help that I picked up, like, all of the power poles. Okay. Somewhere around here is my fluid wagon thing, so I can pop those in there. But I do need a lot of wall, so that is useful. And the gates I've already got, so I don't need more of that. But I do need more rail, so that's an issue. How am I doing for... I've got the logistic train stops. I've technically got enough signals as well. So it is literally just rail. That's all I need is rail. But I do have these inserters that I'm not going to use. So once again... Should have brought it over here because I know where this is. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put... Yeah. More of that. Don't need that pile of stone bricks, and actually that's it now. It's full. So now I can just do that, and we're good to go. So yeah, just to show you guys before we head off, this is what the problem is. We have very little... Actually, we have a lot... Oh! Yeah, okay, this is the other issue I've had. Is stone bricks everywhere. Which I can't do anything about because I am full. Let me do this, and I'm going to point you this way for a second, and I'm just going to say only pick up somewhere. Where is it gone? Stone brick. Okay, and I can do the same thing on this side. If I just pop you down. So bad. It's not even close to where I wanted it. Right, I'm really hoping that I can actually get all this done today. Because if not, it's going to be a little awkward. Because again, the race for bots now. This series hasn't gone as well as I thought it would in terms of viewership. People just... I mean, I put out a poll asking what you guys wanted to see. Factorio won the poll. And the first episode did really, really well. And then not so much for the following 4. So this is episode 6, and I think at this rate, we're just going to go to the end of May, and that will be it. But I still want to launch a satellite before then. So I've got some work to do, but we'll see how far we get. Am I waiting for something? I'm not really, am I? I'm just being slow. Oh yeah, the iron. That's what I was trying to show you. So this is the problem. It's all running out. Now, there is some under here, but when I showed you the one up here, was it 10 million? That we've got sat there, just waiting to be mined. Why would you not go and get that instead? Just makes more sense, right? So yeah, sorry, I've moaned about viewership. I'm now going to try and fix my iron issue. This episode is all over the place. I dread having to edit the shorts for this because I've done nothing coherently at all. Where do I need to go to get this line in? I want it to be on the edge of this bit here. And I don't want to upset the locals too much, because that'll be annoying. It's also the fact that a lot of what I'm building still is still quite temporary. We're not at the stage yet where we can start, you know, making this all permanent and say this is definitely how this is going to look. I say that knowing full well that the smelter I set up over here is going to be permanent. But in the meantime, everything around it is not going to be so permanent. So, yeah. Are we there yet? Yeah, this will do, actually. So, let's mine out some of this. I know I can't load it. That's fine. Don't need to. Is there something in the way there? Nope, it's just being awkward. Oh, no, I think there's a tree stump, isn't there? No? So just aesthetic. Okay, so I want my first rail to come up this gap here. There is a tree there. Hang on, let's get rid of that. Is there a tree there? Why is it not letting me cut down trees now? There we go. Okay, how weird. Right, we want this to come full corner like so. And then literally just up in a straight line. Now, I've got to be careful now because there's like 6 degrees of motion here, which you didn't used to have. So that's new. Alright, keep coming up. Keep coming up. I don't want to get too close to that biter nest. And in fact, around here is where I do want to curve it. But before I do that, I should have brought a loco with me. I think it's here. Is where I want the spacing to be. I hope that's correct, because replacing this is going to be a pain in the neck. I think that's enough space for what I need. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and build it at the same time. We know that doesn't work. Enough space for a roboport in the center. That's what I'm trying to say. And it looks like it's about the same as what we've got on the bottom here. It was 2 furnaces wide was the spacing. So I think this is correct. And if I put that one just there like that, and then, oh, there is a tree there still. No, I didn't mean to do that. That was silly. There we go. Fix that. Okay. Right. All that stuff on the track there, we'll have to find another way to get rid of all of that. Not going to worry about that right now. How long have we been going for? 18 minutes. Can I get all this built in 20 minutes? I think I can. I think I can. So the plan here is just to get the iron smelter established. Eventually, that iron is also going to be used to create gears. We'll have a super smelter set up for steel as well. I need this to come just a little bit further, I think. I think like this. Yeah, so steel, we'll get the copper one set up at some point too. It'll all be great. But right now, the main priority is iron, because iron is always the first thing you run out of. I've mentioned this multiple times in the series already. Iron is the bane of my existence because I'm always running out of it. It's everywhere, but it's also nowhere. It's incredible that, isn't it? It's the red tree that was in the way there. So right now, I'm just going to keep this going through here like so. The really annoying thing is I could have made grenades by now and blown all this up that's in my way. But there's a couple of reasons why I've not done that. The first one is for environmental reasons. You don't exactly get on well with the locals if you're blowing up their topography. And the second is I've had the blinkers on this whole time. And I've just been so fixated on trying to get iron and rail and all that stuff that, yeah, I've not even considered the fact that we're running low on... Sorry, I've not even considered the fact that I've unlocked grenades. I think I've unlocked grenades. I'm so fixated on the fact that I've run out of stuff. See, I can't even speak. I'm so out of iron that I can't even speak properly about it. It's too upsetting. How the heck do I build this? Is it like that? And then like that? Yes? No? Yes. Okay. I'm very much in the screw it, that'll do mentality right now. As I said, time is not of the essence right now. The plan, as I said, is super smelter, and then where the current iron smelter is on the bus, I'm just going to build a very crude station there and have trains dropping off. So it's very much going to be a full train of 5 wagons, sorry, not 8. Or 4, oh, Jesus Christ, Mark. 4 wagons of iron plates being dropped off on the belt at any one time. So it's, yeah, there's going to be a lot. And it's all temporary. It's all going to get removed. And I've said that before in saves, to myself at least, where I'm like, yep, that'll do. I'll remove it in the future. And then months later, I've still got a huge factory relying on this teeny tiny little bus. It does work to an extent, but I think for this series, it will and it won't. Anyway, stop talking gibberish, get building. So what a smart person would have done at this point is worked out how long in tiles a 7 wagon long train would be, and that's for the 2 wagons. The 2 locos, sorry, and the 5 wagons in the middle. I'm not a smart person, so I have not done any of that. So we're going to have a fun little game together as we work it out again, which is exactly what I did in the last episode. It's also the fact that I have actually built that a little too close to the copper, but that's fine. Right, stop there. Let's go set up the mines. Because that is by far the most important part of all of this. Without that, we have nothing. So this is going to be, as I've said, a super crap. That's a super problem there as well. Right, bear with me, folks. Yeah, this is a pain. Oh, I'm so crap at this game when it comes to fighting things. I cannot fight. Right, you're fine. We'll get some more turrets. There used to be a mod that as you put things down, it would auto supply them. So if you put down a furnace, it would auto supply it with coal and things like that. I don't know what that mod's called, or even if it's compatible, sorry, with the modern version of the game. But that, I miss it so much. If anyone knows what it's called, by all means let me know. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do something unprecedented in this series. I'm going to put a cut in here whilst I deal with all this. And also place the mines. And you'll see me again in just a second once all of that is done. Because I need to save some time. So here we are then. I have a loader that is currently loading my train here with 16,000 iron plates. Let me show you how we came to that number. First of all, ignore this. I'm in the process of building a solar farm. Ran out of stuff. Right now we have, I think it's 72 smelters. I think that's right. It's 36 on each side. These are all yellow belts. They're going to be upgraded in the future to blues. That's why I've designed it like this for now. Just so I get an idea as to how much space I'm going to need. I'm also obviously going to be doubling up. Now, I've not designed this very well because there's supposed to be another line of smelters on this side of the belt. So what I might do is swap these around. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that at the end of the episode. In terms of up here then, oh, I could put some more miners down as well. Hadn't really thought about that. There we go. That'll increase our output nicely. Yeah, we've got a lot of mines already, and we're going to have even more very shortly. As you can see, this is all backed up. And in fact, we've run out of power, so that's probably one of the reasons why. But once this is all up and running, it will be awesome. I can assure you of that. You'll also notice there is a wall. You can see it on the map here as well. A wall surrounding all of this. I have a belt that circles the entire location. And I have gun turrets with inserters feeding them. So all of these are full of piercing rounds. The idea being there, if anything attacks from any direction, we can nullify the threat. Now, I haven't designed this smartly in that our copper outputs here, reserves, what's the word I'm looking for? Veins, whatever they are, patches. There's 30 million copper ore here. This 16 million is technically accessible. This is the one I think we're going to be using, the 14 mil, because this one here is 11 mil of iron. And then technically what I could do here is the iron comes from north to south. I can have a copper one that goes from south to north. So basically move the wall out further, and everything I build here, I can just flip it round and have it in this direction, and that'll be how it works for the copper. That's my plan. We shall see whether or not that plan works. Just checking. Yeah, this thing fills up relatively quickly. 9,900 there. I'm going to assume, yeah, I'm going to assume this is all linked and working. 10,000, yeah, okay. Pretty good. So I have a station requesting iron plates at the other end of the line, back at our bus. So I'll take you over there and show you that. And then I'm going to put another cut in quickly, and we're going to go away and finish this off and actually get it to its maximum potential, which I'm very much looking forward to showing. Have I done this correctly? I think I have. Hopefully we don't get caught up along the way. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this is starting to come together. All the rails, by the way, are still temporary. There's a very good chance that they will be gotten rid of. Or relocated or moved or something. I don't know. There is also... oh, you've still got iron plates on board. That's troublesome. I'll have to check that as well. You'll also notice we now have only one tank train and one wagon train. That's by design. Oh, I need some chain signals. What do I need? Plates. I might as well just go pick up some more from over here anyway. But yeah, I need to re-signal this because it's a little bit messy. Yeah, we only need one of each right now. It's all good. These plates here, I guess, are just going to get unloaded at some point in the future. I'm not sure when. I do have steel chests now, though, so I'm going to upgrade my unload station, because the one I've got, I'll show you in just a second. I just need to grab these signals. So it's all of those, and then where are my chain signals? Oh, over here. Miles away. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? Yeah, so what was I saying? It was really important. I'm sure it was really important. Oh, yeah, steel chests. So now we can load and unload trains a lot quicker, or at least we can build up the reserves that we need to unload and unload the trains a lot quicker. Why haven't I got any stone bricks? Bane of my existence. Oh, Christ, yeah, there's a lot of them. That's why. Deary me. Okay. And that one there as well. Okay, now we're going to have ammo again. That's all going to get loaded up. Now, there is one teeny tiny problem with what I've done here. It will get fixed in the future, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But one of the issues I've got is I want ammo delivered to all of my stations. Therefore, this tank train also has a cargo wagon, which is great until the game recognizes it as being a cargo wagon train because it's got a cargo wagon attached to it. So when this actual wagon train is preoccupied, sometimes this train gets requested to carry iron plates, which means it ends up sitting and blocking the station for quite some time. That's probably what's messed up my supply and demand over here, in all honesty, but it is what it is. As I said, it will get fixed in the future because those middle wagons are going to be replaced with artillery wagons, so it's not going to be an issue for much longer. I am just going to upgrade all of these. and redo the wiring. I made a mistake when I was doing the wiring just now, and oh my, was it a pain in the backside to fix. Because I'm doing the wiring slightly differently to normal, in that I'm connecting each chest individually like that. And the only reason I'm doing that over here is, first of all, this is temporary, and second of all, I only built half the chest to start with. Now it's a slightly different story, because we've got all the capacity in the world now over here, and all future stations will just have the chests connected together. How much have we got over here now? Why does that say minus 9.9 million? That is definitely not correct. Something's gone wrong. First of all, that needs to be minus 16,000. So actually that needs to be... Oh, I did stacks. That's why. It needs to be items. There we go. Minus 16k. Has that now fixed it over here? Yes. 13k positive. Okay, good. That should calm things down. And the most satisfying thing is, look, the iron is fully backed up, which is awesome. We are back to flying high, although, again, stone bricks, bane of my existence, are making my life a lot harder than perhaps it should be. Just pop those back in like that. We got gears again. And if I come down here, we have got steel for days. Look at that. So I'm very, very happy again. So because of that, I can now go away and make the rest of my iron smelter look good. That means fully fitting out all of the actual mines, and then completely building the smelters themselves, and just get it all fully done and awesome and fantastic. Now, we are getting quite a few attacks over here. I'm not quite sure how they're getting around. They must be coming from up there. So I need to expand this more as well. That's a problem to solve. But essentially, now that we have a reliable source of iron plates, I can start looking at things like Gear Town, which is where all of our gears are going to be made, or Steel Town, which is where the iron's going to get smelted into steel. Then we can start looking at things like Copper Town, where the copper plates are going to be created too. So there's a lot of exciting opportunity now that we've got all this done. Like I said, I'm going to put a cut in here now, and when you see me next, I'll have a complete iron town to show off to you guys.
Here we are then, one complete iron town. Now before I go further, you may have noticed my voice has changed. If you haven't, then I guess that's good, but I think my voice has changed. I am recording this section of the video a week after the previous section, and I have since gone away and come back with a heavy cold. So I'll try not to cough, and I'll try not to sound too croaky, but just bear with me if I am struggling a little bit. Well, there's the first one. To get through this section, I'll try and keep this short and brief, but there is a few things that I need to show off. First of all, I have doubled the number of stations. We now have 2 instead of 1. In the future, this is going to be a proper 8x8 splitter, and it's actually going to sit, or 8x8 balancer, sorry, and it's actually going to sit in this space here, and then it's going to loop back once everything is set up and done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines here. There will be 8 over here. I ran out of stuff, so we are going to go back to the bus in a minute. And then if I walk up here, you'll see we've got 4 lines of iron ore coming in. 5 lines of iron plates coming out. And then they go into a balancer, as you saw here. This line here goes into a splitter with this line here, and that forms the double belt. They then go through into the balancer and get split and all of that good stuff. It's all running very slow right now, though. Main reason being, even though I've got a fully populated mine, there's the second one. If I come up here, I'll show you the fully populated mine. There it is, and it is actually working fairly intense. First of all, our belts are out. Just punch my desk. The belts aren't fast enough. We're using yellows still. I need to upgrade them to reds. That'll be one of the first things the bots do for us. And second of all, we have a severe power issue over here. So we're only producing just under 20 megawatts of power, And as you can see over here, we need at least 80. I've seen it at over 100. So there's the third. I need to do a massive power upgrade here as well. I already have plans. You'll see it on the map. I got out the old calculator and did some maths. I need 9 solar farms in order to make this work. And by solar farm, I mean this complex here. 9 of these to produce enough power to power Irontown. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to lay down the remaining blueprints for this. It'll mean having to push the wall out this way, getting rid of these nests. And we'll do a 3x3 grid. I'm then going to blueprint that. Excuse me. And that's going to become my new power setup for all factories moving forward. I think that's the best way to go. Now I need to catch this train here, so I'm just going to have to run. As you can see, the accumulators are not charging at all. We just don't have enough power. Anything produced is immediately going, no. Come on. Oh, you bastard. We'll have to do the old manual train then. I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, everything produced by the solar is entirely being used by the smelters, pretty much. Even the inserters over here aren't getting much of the share. So yeah, I did a massive miscalculation. I actually thought when I put the second one down, I was like, yeah, this will be more than enough power. And then I more than quadrupled the number of smelters that we had. And yeah, it is not enough power in the slightest. Let's grab this train here then, this loco. We'll head back to the bus. Got a couple more things to do just to wrap up this episode. I'm not going to finish building that station off on camera. I'll do it off camera. And I'm just going to quickly introduce what's going to be in the next episode, because we're basically doing the same thing again, but this time we're doing it with oil and not with iron. So the big oil setup that we've got here, this is going to get ripped out. But what I'm going to do is take out the station and then just let all of this drain through. And what, in fact, I might do, excuse me, if it's indeed possible, is put all of the petroleum and even the sulfuric acid onto a train and transport it to the new site. Because essentially, next episode we're heading south. I'm going to try and clear out as many of these as I can, or at least the ones that I need to. So if I head straight south from here, I think I only need to mess with this one right now. And then we're going to, I mean, there's more iron ore there. That would be useful. Excuse me. Oh, it's so frustrating when I got a cold. I just snorted into the microphone as well. I do apologise. I wasn't going to record this week, but I don't want to delay content because I need content right now. So yeah, kind of have to keep going. Where was that? Is that up here? Oh yeah, look, they're starting to attack. I have got radars up here now, so I should be able to... I did have radars up here. There we go. I was going to say, I placed 2 radars. Oh, it's power, isn't it? Of course it is. Okay, well, at least we've got manual turrets there taking care of everything. Sorry, I've forgotten what I was talking about now. It's good, isn't it? I wasn't going to record this week, but I need the content. That's what I was saying. Right. First things first, I need stack inserters. And I need steel to make some steel chests. So let's go grab the stacks. I'll grab some fast inserters as well. And then I'll come over here and grab some steel to make steel chests with. We do now have the ability to make, well, speed modules, speed module 2s. We've also got the ability now to create a personal roboport. Roboports, which I guess I could just start making now, because I don't think I need anything that we don't have. So maybe just to end this episode, I will put down an assembler that can start making roboports. Because I think that is something that we need. We will make just 2 stacks for now. Pop you there. Pop you there. And then I need... I don't think I need stacks for this. I think I can just use fasts. So it's steel, gears, and circuits. Well, steel's easy. Actually, I need to move all this over one. Knew it as I was doing it. Excuse me. Every time I think, oh, it's easing up, it doesn't ease up, guys. It just doesn't ease up. It's one of those annoying things. Right, gears. Gears are here, and then red circuits, which are all the way down here. There we go. And then red circuits there. Do that. And do that. Right. Roboports. We are one step closer in that respect. Except I haven't set the recipe again. There we go. Roboports. And I'll chuck some speed upgrades in there as well. I actually think we do need stacks here because it's taking ages. There we go. First Roboport. Excellente. Right, one more thing to show you guys. If I grab this, because I'm going to need it in a second anyway. Iron. We have had a colossal shortage of iron, which has led to a colossal shortage of steel. You can see steel is just starting to trickle through again. Now, obviously, in the future, we're going to have Steel Town and things like that. So it's not that big of a deal right now. But if I come over to the smelter, one of the other problems is we've still got stone bricks on the, yeah, look here, stone bricks on the line, which is really frustrating. Let me just grab, we even got wood here as well, which is really annoying. Let's just get rid of those iron plates. Have I still got no space? I've still got no space. Oh yeah, right. It was an annoying thing that happened where some stone got mined out of my iron area. And because of that, we now have... let me just pop this down. We now have stone bricks just polluting my iron line, which I don't like. It's very annoying. There's not a lot I can do about it. Yeah, it's one of those things. Right. This is the problem. I've tried to fix it. You'll see here, this is where the iron plates are unloaded. And I've actually tripled up the number of belts here. Reason being is, I wanted the first couple of splits here to be... Well, you can see where I've done it. Actually, I need to put one of you there as well. So now it's properly split. So everything goes through. It's all fine and dandy. But when we were making gears, we were draining the iron line. And then especially around this area, there's a lot of iron being picked off. And hardly anything was then going down the bus. So now we've got 3 lines going into one. So you can see there's a steady flow. However, getting it into the smelter here is still a bit of an issue. So what I'm going to do is increase that output. And that output. And then that output. And that. And we're going to try and get... I mean, obviously right now, still not so great. It's that 1/2 line there that's now being split into 3. It's not the greatest. But when the next delivery comes through, which probably won't be on camera now actually, you'll see how this works. There'll be a solid line coming through here now, and then it'll get split into its various things. And to be honest, I'm wondering if I could get this line here through. Actually, yeah, because this one comes out over here and fills that line again. What I kind of want is, oh my god, I'm all over the place. That tunnel to end there, and then this this splitter to go this way. Bear with me, folks. If I do that, right, grab the splitter there. That's going to go there, and then I'm going to put another one there. This is going to get extended by 1. Like so, and then I'm going to do this, this, and this. This is obviously going to have an output priority to the right still. Okay, and now that line goes into this line before this one splits off. So we should still have 2 solid lines, hopefully. Although it's not quite as easy as that. So what I am going to do is put one after this as well. Again, with an output priority to the right. Just in case this does get flooded, it'll come down this way and then do that. Right. Which train is this? So there is going to be a delivery of iron plates shortly. I can't see. Ah, here it comes. Perfect. Okay, we will get to see this in action. And then I'm going to wrap things up. But yeah, next episode, as I said, we're going to head south. I'm going to do all this off camera. I'm going to head south. I'm going to clear out as many of these nests as I can. And I'm going to pick a spot for our main rail depot and our oil town. Because I want that next to the water. Because I can actually research ships drilling in the water as well. Where is it? Deep sea oil extraction. And I want to start bringing ships into the equation and investigate all that cool stuff. Because I need, whatever happens, I need lubricant in order to get bots. That's the word I was looking for. So I need to start setting up the oil production. If I recall, I'm just watching this iron as I'm doing this. If I recall, to get lubricant, you need heavy oil, and to get heavy oil, you need to do the advanced oil processing, which is one up from the basic. So actually, we're not far off in terms of what we need. So setting up a massive oil production area is going to be pretty good. I am going to go and get the calculator out and do some maths and work out exactly how much we need. Excuse me. In order to make that work. Something's decided to start beeping outdoors. That's not good. Here's our iron plate line anyway. And as you can see, we now have a solid line going down the bus. We have a much faster line coming into the steel smelter. And because of that, we have a much thicker line coming down this way, which is fantastic. I'm very happy about that. Where's my stuff getting damaged? Over here. Hopefully. Yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, we need to increase power output. This is ridiculous. The fact that I can't even see what's happening there is crazy. And we need to get bots because stuff needs to get repaired every time it gets attacked. Awesome. Right. Cool. Done. I'm going to also actually... Just one more thing. Because there's always just one more thing. I am going to speed these up. Even though I think actually what was slow here was the smelter itself. And I haven't left enough space to upgrade. I'm just going to do that. Oh no, I can't do that. To upgrade the smelters to the electric ones. So I really am at the mercy of the gods here. I'm just going to put these power poles in. So I can put one there. That powers all of that. One there for all of that. And one down here for all of it. Oh, and that one. There we go. Just bear with me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Just clearing my nose. That'll do for today. We have increased iron production. That was the goal of today's episode. And look at our bus. It is a solid line pretty much. Once everything catches up, everything will back up, the train deliveries will stop, and we'll all be good. But for now, yeah. What's the ratio of plates to gears? Is it 1 to 1? It's 2 to 1. Okay. I'm just starting to do the maths as to how big I need to make these things, because obviously Gear Town is something we'll need. And then, yeah, Mining Town, Stack Town, or Inserter Town, Belt Town. That's going to be a big one, because we're going to need lots and lots and lots of belts in the future. Yeah, I have no idea what alarm that is outside. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. I always do that though. It's the Streisand effect, isn't it? Where you probably can't hear it, but now I've mentioned it, you're now listening for it, which probably isn't great. But yeah, stop talking, Mark. Wrap things up. Your throat's going. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Please do hype the video as well. If you hit the like button, the hype option comes up on mobile. I know how it works now. So please do, if you have the points, spend them on these videos. And share these videos as well if you can, because I put out a poll I think I mentioned this at the top of the video. I put out a poll asking what game you guys wanted to see me play, and Factorio won by quite a long way. And then I started making videos on it, and views haven't been great. So that's one of the mistakes, is don't always go with the result of the poll. But the other mistake, I think, is I can't promote this anywhere, and I should have checked that before I started actually making the videos, because, yeah, there aren't many places that I can actually post links and stuff. I don't want to spam. I don't want to get kicked out of groups. That's not what I'm about. So, if you have the means to share these videos, please don't get yourself banned from groups or anything, because it looks bad on you and it looks bad on me. But if you are willing and able to share the content, it'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, all that good stuff, and until next time, I will see you soon.